we were discussing Himalayan system, and I gave you some basic information in my previous class about the Himalayan system. The shape, as you know, shape of Himalayan system is like this. In this shape, sword shape, you can say it is having the greater Himalaya here, and there is the syntaxial bends here. This band is known as syntaxial band. Syntaxial band. One syntaxial band is here. So there is a mountain peak. What is the name of this peak? Nanga Parbat. Nanga Parbat means it is free from vegetation. There is no vegetation. It's all barren rocks are there. It's very cold. And here there is another syntaxial band. Here this is called Namcha Barwa. So this from Namcha Barwa, two syntaxial bends. It is 4,200 km long in linear arrangement. This is basically the first upliftment. When there was the compression between two plates, I said there are the folds. Fold? You know types of folds? Can you let me know? There are the different type of folds. One is the one fold. Another type of fold, you can say this is one fold. And this side is, this is another type of fold. This is this fold. Sometimes fold is so acute, sometimes fold is recumbent. This is another. So these are the different types of folds. Perfectly symmetrical fold. When the pressure is coming in equal force from both the sides, then it will be symmetrical. दोनों साइड से अगर बराबर pressure आएगा, so fold will be symmetrical. When one side force is more and another side force is comparatively less, this is called asymmetrical. And this is monoclinal. One side is almost perpendicular at 90 degree. Here force one side, this is steep, this is gentle. This is asymmetrical. Both these sides are not equal. This side is steep comparatively. This side is almost perpendicular. And when both the limbs of the fold are called isocline. And when the one side of the rock slided on the another rock, it is so acute, pressure is so acute, it slided on the another rock. This is called nappe. Or nappe is the next stage of recumbent fold basically. You can say this is nappe. But sometimes one piece of the rock slided away from the main rock. If this pressure is so acute, it slided on it, and suppose this piece of this mass of the rock slided over here. This is called sometimes इतना acute pressure हो कि ये इतना rock टूट के दूर चला जाए. There are so many examples. This mass of the rock slided over here. This is called autochthonous nappe. One part of the rock slided away from the main rock. Like in Nepal, near Kathmandu, masses are shifted away. It looks that this rock is not belonging to the rocks overlying over here. So this rock, it depends. There are the different type of faults. That's simply I wanted to share with you. In the first upliftment, when the pressure accumulated between the two plates, which two plates? Indian plate, that is called Gondwana plate, and the Eurasian plates. When both the plates come closer, there was the first upliftment. During first upliftment, this was the fold. The first fold, this is the Tibetan plateau, this is the TP, Tibetan plateau, and this is the low-lying, Tethys here. We are sitting over here, it was a Tethys sea, shallow sea, and this was the Gondwana land. Gondwana land. So this, when this landmass forced to the Tibetan plateau, so the first upliftment, it was uplifted during Eocene period. You know the Eocene period? Eocene belongs to which era? Which era of geological time scale? Tertiary is era. Tertiary is period. I'm talking about era. Cenozoic era. But this pressure keep going on. Then the second force, this height further uplifted, and another landmass, another mountain system also developed over here. This is called Lesser Himalaya. So this is the first stage in the Miocene period. So this is, and you can say this is Miocene upliftment. Miocene period upliftment. The second stage, this is called Greater Himalaya, and this is called Lesser Himalaya. Lesser Himalaya have different regional names. In Jammu and Kashmir it is known as Pir Panjal. In Himachal it is known as Dholadhar. In Dehradun region, this is known as Garhwal. In Nainital region, it is known as Kumaon. In Nepal, it is known as Mahabharat Lake. In Nepali language, lake. Lake means hills, mountains. Mahabharat mountains. Mahabharat ki pahadiyan. Such a big range. So it is the source of livelihood. Maximum population density in Himalayan system found in this Lesser Himalaya. And I told you all the peaks, whether it is Patni Top or Chakrata, Mussoorie, Nainital, Simla, Ranikhet, Darjeeling or Dalhousie, all hill stations are lying on this, the Lesser Himalaya. And but this upliftment is going on. I am talking about Miocene only. In the third stage of upliftment, the third mountain range also formed, and this third reached only up to Tista river, and it is like this. This is the third range. This is Outer Himalaya, or it is also known as Sivalik. But this Sivalik is not parallel up to the eastern margin of Himalayas. This is only up to Sikkim, up to Tista river. Beyond Tista, it is not visible in clear form. This is not in continuity. Sometimes it is there, sometimes it is not. So we used to say different hills. Abor Hills, Dafla Hills, Mismi Hills, Apatami Hills. The tribal people, wherever they live in Arunachal Pradesh, we have given them local. So they are not in continuity. So you can see there are the three parallel ranges: Sivalik, Lesser Himalaya, and Greater Himalaya. With increasing, as we move northward, the average height keep increases. What is the average height of Sivalik? 900. What is the average height of Lesser Himalaya? 2100. And what is the average height of Greater Himalaya? 6100 meters. Such a great height. So this is height बढ़ती जाती है. But here you can say this is this part of Shivalik is known as the lower part of Shivalik is known as Tarai region. This is Tarai region. Then this is Shivalik. Shivalik is conical or flat top? Flat top. It is domal. And beyond Shivalik, what about this region? What do you call it? Doon Valley. There is a valley here. And next to valley, it is the conical Himalayas. And then beyond valley, beyond greater Himalaya, there is another valley. What do you call it? Vale or the valley, like Srinagar Valley, Kangra Valley, Kathmandu Valley, Kullu Valley, or Dharchula Valley. So these are the valleys here. All this is valley. And beyond this valley, this is the greater Himalaya. So this is the alternate arrangement. But in eastern Himalaya, greater and lesser Himalaya are very close to each other. There is no valley as such like Srinagar Valley or Kullu Valley or Manali Valley or Dharchula Valley or Kathmandu Valley. There is no valley in northeast. That's why the width of the Himalaya in northeastern part is lesser. So इसकी चौड़ाई कम है. Here it is almost 400 km wide. Here it is approximately 100 or 110 km wide. Eastern Himalaya. So this is one structure of Himalaya. Still Himalayan system is uplifting because of the fold as well as because of fault. I'll just try to simplify. You know, fault system, there are the two types of faults. Since I have given the fold, so now come over to faults. Faults means faults, ruptures, cracks, where the linear arrangement is there. Two land masses are sliding on one line, on one area. Here no land mass is sliding. So here one rock is sliding here. It means this is the fault, fracture. You know, you get the fracture in your bones. So that is the same fracture. Two land masses slided along a line. That is fault. There are the two types of fault. Broadly, for geography, one is the normal fault. Normal fault means when the two faults hardly found in a vertical line, it found on a slanting line. When two land masses are sliding away from each other, it is called normal fault. When two land masses are coming, if this is the one land mass, if they are going away, it is normal fault. When they are coming closer, it means this is reverse fault. So in Himalayan system, what type of fault should prevail? Normal or reverse? Reverse, because two plates are coming closer. One plate is gushing down and uplifting the another. So simply, I'm just explaining this is, suppose this land mass is sliding away or this land mass is going away. Suppose this land mass slided away and reached over here. Earlier this land mass was here. So it slided away by this much of distance. So this much of area is gained. It has gone away by this much of length. So this is a fault line. Along this fault line, this is fault line. Along this fault line, this land mass is going away. This land mass is going this side. This is one very simple explanation. But on the other hand, the reverse fault. Reverse fault is if I change the movement, direction of movement, or they depend on the force. If I change the force from this side to this side, on this side, and if I change the force this side, what will happen in the original state? अगर ऐसा हो जाए, ये इधर जाए, so what will happen? This land mass will come closer. If it will come up, so both the land masses are coming closer. So this is sliding down, this is going up. So originally it was the land, so this much of area has been reduced. So two land masses are coming closer. So such type of faults are known as reverse faults. So Himalayan system have the reverse faults also. So we have the faults in Himalayan system. You will find symmetrical, asymmetrical, monoclinal, isoclinal, recumbent fold, nappes also you will find. So all type of folds and faults, because Himalayan system is so intricate at different time periods, and different quantum of force was accumulated in different areas. So it developed a different shape. All shapes are visible in Himalayas. But still broadly you can say Himalayan system is asymmetrical. It is steep towards India and gentle towards Tibet, because force is coming from India side. So this is now how the different faults are there. I'll just explain the different types of fault system in Himalayan system. Suppose if I construct a simple graphical presentation, as I explained earlier, this is this is Shivalik, only 900 meters. This is Tarai region. This is Shivalik, Doon Valley, flat valley, and in this flat valley there are the not that much. Why these platforms are? What you call these platforms? Karevas, or sometimes you must be knowing margs. When the margs are the grasslands or the meadows, flat topography, Sonmarg, Gulmarg, and there is the steep slope in the greater Himalaya. It is as high as, it is gentle slope this side, and there is the Jaskar here, and it is the, which rift is here? Indus Valley. Yeah, Indus River. Okay, so this is the greater Himalaya. This is lesser Himalaya, and this is lesser, and this is the Shivalik. There are the faults. Faults are the linear cracks, linear joints, starting from Namche Balwa to Nanga Parbat, all the way. So there is the one fault here. This is almost 10,000 kilometers long, because these faults are not in a straight line. This zigzag. So they are almost 10,000 kilometer line, fault line. If you have seen the direction of Sangpo river in China or in Tibet, it's perfect in a linear order, because it passes through the fault line, this fault line. This is one fault. Another fault is somewhere here. This is another fault is here. Again reverse fault. The third fault is also here. The fourth fault is also there in over here. Let me explain. One fault line is, this is the fault line here. You can see this valley is here in this fault line. One fault line is here, because this landmass is subsiding, and so this landmass is uplifting. Because this landmass is subsiding, this landmass is uplifting, so the height is gaining, Himalayan system is uplifting. So one fault line is, they are not exactly in valley, they are in the slope. So one fault line, this landmass is sliding and the lesser is uplifting. So the one fault is here, this landmass is sliding, this Shivalik is uplifting. You can see there are the 4 different faults. I may write, this is number 1 fault, ITSZ, Indus Sangpo Schucher Zone. You may write the name of this fault, Indus Sangpo. Po means river in Chinese language, and Shan means mountain. Kunlun Shan, Tan Shan in Chinese. Indus Sangpo Schucher Zone. Schucher means fault line. Schucher zone. This is one fault. This is between, which range is here? What is the name of this mountain range? Ladakh. Ladakh range. What is the name of this range? Jaskar range. So between Jaskar, beyond Himalaya it is the Jaskar. Beyond Jaskar and Ladakh range, there is Indus-Sangpo Schucher zone. And another fault line is this fault line. This is MCT, the most important fault line. Another tectonically very active fault line. You know, out of these fault line nowadays, you can see this fault line is very active. In सब में सबसे ज़्यादा ये slide करती रहती है. It means it is going down. You know, earthquakes are registered with regular interval in Himalayan system, particularly in the valley area. You may notice some of the earthquakes in India. Srinagar earthquake 2005, Kangra earthquake 1905. It was midnight, 2 a.m. where 60,000 people died because they could not move out of their houses. And in Himalayan system, they have wide walled structures because stone is available. They construct the wall of the stones, and the stones, when they attrition, because of the attrition between the stones, the entire system got collapsed. It was midnight. So 60,000. That's why, you know, I'm just linking the earthquake of 1905, Kangra earthquake, because Kangra is located here, and the Kangra earthquake is, Kangra was the region known for tea cultivation, tea estates. Britishers brought the tea plant from China and introduced in India, in Kangra region. They found very suitable climate for tea cultivation. But after earthquake, entire system was disturbed, and they shifted all the tea estates in northeastern part of India. And in northeastern part of India, those tea estates find better conditions, and it registered fast growth over there. And then India is the leading tea producer and exporter and the processing country in the world. So India is the master of tea in the world, the best quality of tea. So blended tea and the three different types of the cut and wear tea, cut and tea. So the different types of the leaves and the buds determine the composition of the tea. You know, so there are the sequence of you can say earthquakes. 1905, 1993, Uttarkasi earthquake, 1993, Uttarkasi earthquake. Kathmandu earthquake last year on 25th of April in 2015, Kathmandu earthquake. All these earthquakes, whether Srinagar or Kathmandu or Kullu or Uttarkasi, where they are in the valley in this area, because this MCT is more active than these two plate marches, these 2, 3, 4 fault lines. This is least active, these are more active here. That's why central Himalayan part, this part of Himalayan system, this valley region falls under seismic zone number 5, more prone to earthquakes. Why? Because MCT, main central thrust, main central thrust. This is one fault line. It is located between Greater Himalaya and Lesser Himalaya. So this is most active earthquake zone over here. Because you know how earthquakes, when it will go down, if this plate is sliding down, what will happen? Somewhere below the earth surface, maybe 10 kilometer, maybe 20 kilometer, maybe 30 kilometer down the fault line, where the fault line ends, जहाँ तक जा सकता है क्या होगा earthquake का? So the pressure will accumulate. If I push both my hands, how much I could tolerate? एक level पे बहुत accumulate हो जाएगा pressure, and after a certain time it will release the energy and it will come in the normal form. Releasing the energy and releasing the accumulated force and coming to the normal state ultimately yielded earthquakes. So earthquakes started from here. The point, focus of all the earthquakes are generally more than 10 kilometer deep in the crust. So this is another very important MBF, main boundary fault. So main boundary fault is another important earthquake zone. This is fault line. This is between lesser Himalaya and Shivalik, and this is HFF, Himalayan frontal fault. This is Himalayan frontal fault between Tarai, you can say, Tarai region or the Gangetic plain, Indo-Gangetic plain, and the Shivalik. This is least active, but still there is the probability. And these are the 4 different reverse faults. Not one Himalayan system have 4 parallel reverse faults. I hope you can locate it. So this so Himalayan system is still uplifting with the help of these faults. Now come over to the next, that is the passes in Himalayas. For your basic information, it is very difficult because beyond 4 kilometer is the line. Beyond 4 kilometer, if we move away on the more altitude than 4 kilometer, it is permafrost, snow caps, uninhabited. But so the in the Himalayan system, lower part is inhabited part. So maximum habitation generally used to found up to 3,000 meter. Beyond 3,000 meter, very you can say sparsely populated, scattered habitations are found over there. Let me construct one more graphical presentation of Himalayan system according to the height from east to west. East to west, if I construct, may I clean it? समझ में आ गया? चलो outline. जी मैडम, नमस्कार मैडम.
आपके पास कुर्सी है? हाँ है.
So these are the 4 fault lines here. You can see here. This is one of the fault line here. You can, if I construct a line profile of Shivalik, how Shivalik look like, you know, profiles. You construct the profile. If I construct the profile of lesser Shivalik, here 900 meter height. 900 meter, it is like this. This is the valley, maybe Yamuna entered to the plain, maybe Ganga entered to the plain through a narrow neck. Ganga has a narrow valley than Yamuna. When Yamuna entered to the plain, it is 60 km wide. But when Ganga entered to the plain, it is this side. If you have been to Haridwar, this side is Mansa Devi, this side is, कोई गया है हरिद्वार? None of you have been to Haridwar? Chandi Devi. So Chandi Devi, and this is only 5 to 7 km wide. When Ganga entered to the plain, it is very narrow. But when Yamuna entered to the plain, it is wide. So sometimes it is like this, it is like this. So different rivers sometimes they make. So east to west, it is like this. So the height from maximum and minimum, it is less distance, and there are the valleys, hills, valleys, gorges, rivers enter to the plain through these gorges, these valleys. This is Shivalik, how it look like. But if I construct the same of lesser Himalaya, then at the height of 2,100 meter, it is like lesser Himalaya have great depths. Sometimes if you go, there are the plateaus, height, minimum height, maximum. Sometimes it is, if you there are the deep valleys, gorges, conical peaks, deep valleys, gorges, platforms. See the platforms. Wide valley, sometimes narrow valley, V-shaped valley.